Okay, so I finally got the inner the inner rockers done on the driver's side here. And before I put that rear door on and start masking out my flames and stick them on, I've got an issue with this door that I want to take care of. Yeah, you can see it. It's got a rust spot there right on the door handle. I think what happened is there's a loose handle on here, and someone didn't take care of it right away, and I think it wore through the paint in a couple spots here, and then eventually it rusted and bubbled the rest of the paint. So I'm going to take care of this. Basically, I got to repaint this whole door. Because I mean, I could go to this body line here, but it doesn't make much sense just to stop right there when I got the door off the truck. Actually, there's another spot right here. This is going to be a little more difficult with this deal on there, but probably should have took that off before I took the door off. But I think I can get in there and sand it off and put my rust converter on there. It'll be fine. There aren't really it's not really anything major besides the rust on this door. I think there's a little bitty dent right there. You can see it. I'm not even sure if that's even worth messing with, but I may hit it here, being as I'm working on it. But a little bit of a rusty spot right there. There was. Sanded that down, but that's it. I'm going to start sanding the rust here and start feathering that out, get all the rust off there. And I'll have to prime that area, and then I'll probably have to shoot some spots, not all of it with the black. I don't think I need to do the whole thing black, so I'm going to get to her here. And I'll be back here once I get some of the sanded, I guess. Okay, so got my window taped off and all the trim and stuff. Not ideal thing to paint with all that stuff in there, but I'm not going to take it out. Sanded my rusty areas, kind of feathered them out. Right now I just sprayed the rust converter, kind of sprayed it in there to get it all in there, and sprayed it on the areas there. So I think I'll be good there now. I gotta wait. So I wait for that to cure. There's a dry time for that. So I gotta wait. Once that's cured and I can keep going, I'll be back. Okay, so you can see I've gotten a little farther on the door. I've got the rust converters all cured or whatever, and I just finished feathering out all my edges. This is actually ready to be spot primed on a few areas where I went through all the way to the steel and stuff. So I'm getting ready to do that. It's got to be wiped off, cleaned off before I do that. Probably going to pull the dually outside while I paint this, just so I ain't got to cover it up. Clear coat's really the only thing I'm worried about. That stuff is some nasty stuff. It sticks on everything. So I gotta do some rearranging probably, get the dually out of here, and we'll be ready to start priming. Okay, so finally I'm ready to do some spot priming on this door. I'm just going to use my little gun this time because I only mixed up 5 ounces, 5.5 ounces. Just using my Nason Select Prime. Why? Because this is what I have here, so that's what I'm going to use. I use that on the Semi, I believe. It's cheaper than the DuPont. So I got my little gun here, all ready to go. It's all filled up. I got, like I said, 5.5, 6 ounces maybe. Should be more than enough to do this. So I'm gonna blow this off one last time here and start priming. So first coat's on there. Just waiting for it to flash here so I can put another coat on. I'll probably just use up that 5-6 ounces that I mixed up. I'll just use it all here. Lay it down. So once I get it all primed, I'll be back, I guess. Okay, so I actually don't know how many coats I put. I put a lot of coats on. I was trying to use up that primer that I made. I sanded it down here. Used 360 grit to sand it all down. My paint says 400 grit is what it needs to be at. 360, I think I'll be fine. So it's all sanded out, smooth. Should be ready for color. Now I said I was gonna just spot color this, but I'm just gonna spray the whole thing. I got some chips and some scratches and stuff I need to hit anyway, so I'm just gonna spray the whole thing black again. So the whole thing will get new color. And I'm getting ready to do that right now. I'm mixing up my paint. I'm using the DuPont here, Chromax or Exalta now. It's black. The Chevy trucks use a black. They don't even have to mix it at the parts store. It's just standard black. I forget the paint code right now, but it's just a standard black. They have it right on the shelf. It's 50-50 with the base maker here. I prefer the Chromax over the Nason. I have some Nason stuff, but yeah, I didn't really like that color, so I prefer the DuPont or the Chromax. It used to be Chroma Base is what it used to be called, but when Exalta bought DuPont out, they changed some stuff. So anyway, I got it mixed up. It's 50-50, 1-to-1. I mixed up 8 ounces there. Should be enough to do the whole door. Hopefully, I got enough. I got more if I need more, but I should be okay with that. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna get spraying here. My little gun crapped out on me. You probably saw me struggling there painting this thing. It's just shooting off to one side now or something. I'm not sure. I think it's done. I've had that a long time. It was a cheap gun when I bought it. I'm gonna get me a nice HVLP little touch-up gun. I'm just gonna toss this one. I think it was cheap, so it's time to get rid of it. Get a nice one. I had to go to my big gun, so that thing sprays so nice. The only thing is I only got one more liner left. Luckily I had another liner here I could use my color, but that's the whole reason I wasn't using it, was because I didn't have no liners for it. Okay, so she's all black now. I already see some junk in it already, which I'm not happy with, but whatever, it is what it is. So I got just enough liners here for the clear coat now. So that's next. I gotta let this flash, and then I'll be back and we'll be clearing this. Okay, so there it is, guys, all cleared. And it's kind of orange peely, but it should match the factory orange peel just fine. Just some trash in it. You know, I ain't got a paint booth, so I kind of got to live with that. I have to buff it out if I really want to get that out, so I think it's fine. It's gonna be all right. I think it turned out okay. I'm gonna let this probably sit a day at least, and then we'll drop it on there, and I'll finish up my flames in the bottom. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.